What happens when you get negative feedback? What do? Most people take the negative feedback and are very upset for a little bit. That's just life. But then many people and groups start working to try and fix whatever the negative feedback talked about. But what happens when you can't fix it? This is a situation that often nonprofits find themselves in, where they get negative feedback about something they do not control. Now, most groups understand that in order to finish a feedback loop, you need to respond to the feedback in some way. So today, I want to talk about how do you respond and close your feedback loop when I can't do anything to fix it. Well, take this scenario. I'm in a homeless shelter, and I'm gathering feedback from the people that are experiencing homelessness. And one of the pieces of feedback that constantly comes in is, can we have access to Wi-Fi? Now imagine being in the situation where you've tried to get Wi-Fi. You've reached out to local groups and you've reached out to service providers, and the building you're in just doesn't work with it, and whatever reason why, you just can't get Wi-Fi. It's not in the budget, it's not something you can afford, it's not something people are willing to pay for, it just isn't going to happen. How do you respond to all these people who keep asking for Wi-Fi? You want to close the feedback loop because you know when you respond, people will trust you and give you more feedback, and you need that feedback to improve. So what do? This is a situation that we've seen multiple times. This exact situation with Wi-Fi in facilities. Now, if you can get Wi-Fi in the facility, that's how you respond. That'd be awesome. However, we realize that's often not the case. So here's how to respond when you don't know how to respond, when you don't know how to fix the problem. The first step is you acknowledge the feedback by saying, hey, we've had lots of people that have been asking for Wi-Fi. Just the admission, the acknowledgement shows that you care about them, shows that you care about their opinion, and shows that you care about the feedback that they gave. It shows that you read the feedback. So many people believe when they give feedback, no one's actually going to read it. You can get rid of that assumption just by saying people have been complaining about the Wi-Fi or lack of Wi-Fi. Right? So acknowledge it. Number 2, explain. Explain why. Explain you've tried. Explain various things. Will this satisfy everybody? No. Will some people still be upset? Definitely. Should they be? Maybe. I don't know. Who cares? What matters is they know you're listening and they know you tried to explain. And lastly, ask for more feedback. Right? This may sound weird, but by saying, hey, I know that lots of people are asking about Wi-Fi. There's not a lot we can do with it. Can you please give us some more feedback so we can make some changes on other things? You close that loop. By closing the loop, you increase trust, you'll get better feedback, and eventually you'll find things you can fix. Now, I know it sucks not to be able to fix the problems. It really does. But when you're serving vulnerable groups, there's going to be problems you can't fix. So remember those keys. Acknowledge, explain, ask for more. And you'll get feedback that you'll be able to do something about.